Okay, so one thing that I kind of want to go into a bit more detail with is that, well, you can, while there's a lot to the game and there's a lot of things that are really complicated and daunting to new players, very much so myself as well. And I'm not a programmer. I know enough to get me by with certain things, but I get very, what's the word? Frustrated when things don't work the way I expect them to first time, and this game's got a lot of that going on. It's trial and error, and it really is. It teaches you to be an engineer in more than one sense of the word. Now, one thing I want to talk about here is the Brilliant Workshop. Now, I'm about to install an Amy. This is a automated mining machine. So basically you pop in a where is it? Pop in a battery, pop in a chip. There's a switch on the side, and she wakes up. Now, she's happy enough that she's got a chip, but she's very brain dead right now. So, hold on, let's turn that off again. Yeah. Oh, Amy's sad. Now, the wireless battery will charge from this wireless charger once I turn it on. Now, I don't need that on right now. You have to program it. Now, we're going to be using this chip here, which I'm going to have to clear it from what it's already got on it. So, I don't know if you can actually clear things. Yep, 0 bytes. Okay, it's clear. Now, I would not know how to code this. Like, you can go looking in the menu under Amy and Amy Bot, and you can see all the different modes it's got. You can see what it can do. You can see the slots. You can see all of the stuff. Now, you can try and figure that out, or if, like me, you don't have the willpower to do that, let alone the time, you can go to the source code library, which you can find on the Steam Workshop. Now, I'm looking for this one, Amy Base Controller version 2 by Cows Are Evil, who I linked there previously. You can search up Cows Are Evil Amy and you'll find this. Now, he's really done well with noting it as well. I need to go and get some displays, 1, 2, 3, 4, before I can actually do anything with this. Now, you need to define where home is, which I know is -17, -7, I believe. That is also the unload point. Gonna confirm that. Gonna get my waypoint tablet, GPS tablet. -17, -7, yeah, perfect. Now this little logic circuit here basically reads that weather station, and if the weather station is on storm incoming, it raises the lever. The lever here will tell the IC housing to bring Amy back home. Amy talks to the IC housing via this logic transmitter. The waypoint is going to be basically here. So let's say -7, -7. That seems to be a fairly reasonable place to send her as a waypoint. So -7, -7. Now I'm going to have to go and find a mining spot. Now I think I have to do more waypoints down here. Do I? No? Okay, I don't. That's good. So home and unloading are the same place. Now the mining. Mining. Right, what do we want? Well, apart from ores being the easy answer. Well, look, we've got iron, we've got silicon, we've got copper. We've got all sorts right here. So we could even say, to begin with, -7. Then later we can send her out a bit further over here, and that would be great. So actually, to start with, we're going to say -7 as the mining place. Brilliant. Now, I just need to go and get a few LCD displays for the housing to connect up to, and we'll be all good. And just like that, we have some LED displays. Now, I've updated the code there that I got from the workshop, and I'm going to click export. Then we're going to grab the IC chip that's in the laptop. We'll shut down the laptop, stick it in our tool belt, plug in the chip, turn it on. It's going to give us some errors. Now that means that in this case the chips are not set. So it wants the robot. The robot is going to be the logic transmitter. Oh, I haven't done the labeling. Now, you don't have to do the labeling, but it's kind of handy if you do. So we're going to call this LED X, LED Y, LED
hydration critical.
Mode. What was the last one? The last one was charge. I thought so. I just wanted to be sure. LED. We'll just put CH. So we have LEDX. Okay, I've called it LEDZ. This actually Y. It's actually LEDZ. Big difference, but it's not going to make a difference for the sake of this. So that's charge. That's mode. That's charge, and then this one is a lever. And there's lever. Now, if we press that. Okay, I knew there was going to be something. Ah, keep doing that. Error on line 36. Where's line 36? Okay, that'll be probably because it's not Mick's fault. It's my fault because I haven't got the robot turned on. So let's pick her up, put her down, turn her on, reset the chip. Okay. I was trying to do something good here. I'll be back in a minute when I've sorted this out. Okay. Totally my fault. Totally my fault. Now, what I did wrong here... I completely forgot to tell the logic transmitter what to be transmitting to and receiving from. So it wasn't the code. It was my fault. Okay. Still an error at line 36. That's a blank chip. It is. Okay. Okay, right. Well, it's still my fault. Apparently, it looks like I've set this wrong. You even on? Ah, would you look at that? That doesn't help either. There we go. Right. And look at that. Off she goes. Straight over my laptop. Oh. Thanks, Amy. Really appreciate that. Is it going to land? Well, I guess it's my own fault for leaving it in the way, eh? I'm sure I'll find it when the sun comes up. But anyway, yeah, once you get around your own stupidity and work out the kinks well, not the kinks, you figure out how to do things the way that the designer intended or that the game intended, then yeah, you can actually download stuff from the workshop and get a really complicated piece of equipment working the way it's intended to, or even better than the devs intended it to in some cases, without having to stretch your brain into the actual ins and outs of the coding. Here is Amy working away, mining her resources, hopefully. Amy? Actually a pretty cool effect. Typical Amy. Hey, she's mining. I mean, she's not the most efficient. Oh dear. But she does do it automatically when you're busy doing other things. So like, there's something to that. Should get all the way up here and sent into this vending machine. Well, it will be sent into this vending machine when I turn it on and connect it up. Bingo. Uh-huh. Wonder where they got to. That'll take some time, but it'll get done. In the meantime, I have stuff to do. Okay, whoops, yeah, my bad. We haven't really connected up the chutes properly yet, have we? Yeah, whoops. Look, there was no volatiles or gases, ices. They'd have been wasted. Brilliant. Just what we wanted to see. Now I've got to try and sort out some of this terrain. Laura, because she won't like it otherwise. Okay, so to cut a long story short here, this is the atmospherics being reworked, and there's a really good piece of code again by Cows Are Evil. If you look up Cows Are Evil filter, I think you'll find the most recent one. When they did the remake of the filters, they put pins in, which basically means you can hook them up to various devices and program the chips and stuff, and I think I've already got a few in maybe here, but I'm basically using that code because it's so robust and it works on everything. And it basically says you can hook up a cooler, you can set a temperature you want to hit, or for a heater or a cooler, and you can either heat or cool the other end. You could also use a radiator valve system if you wanted to. But the main thing is it looks at the input, looks at whatever the type of canister that's in there, and if there's any gas that matches that in the input line, which the longer the better, the input line, and as you'll see, the one in this base is a very, very long. The faster it works. I don't know why the game mechanics work like that, but they do for now. So take advantage of it while you can, I guess. So this is just like the hooking up of that. Again, the grunt work that could be. I could easily do another Rocky Header montage section at this point. I could. There's no talking over the actual footage, so this is a voiceover in post, and I really like the chips doing what they do. Now I am going to have to hook up the data ports on this at some point, hook up the LEDs, because there is a LED option, so you can basically see how much canister you've got left. Now I'm not too fussed about that right now at the moment. It's the furthest, in fact it's the furthest thing from my mind, considering all the other stuff I've got going on. So I'm okay to just leave it for the time being, but as the base grows and as time passes, yes, it's definitely going to be necessary to put them in so that you can be warned when the canisters are low visually by a flashing light, as well as by the LED on the thing, so you can get there in time and stop the whole system backing up and maybe going kaboom. Okay, so one of my biggest problems at the moment is power. Well, it's not my biggest problem. Ah, damn it, there's a storm on the way. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to go mining in it. Well, I haven't got much else to be getting on with, so... Could do with charging up the nuclear battery. This... long story. It's time to redo the power, basically. Just as I was about to go out mining, the storm alert comes. Right. Well. That's not going to stop me going and finding some precious metals. Oh wow, all the gold. We got coal there as well. I think this is as good a place to start than any. Ah, fiddlesticks. I ain't taking no chances. Right. That'll do. Nickel and silver, perfect.
Danger is lurking around every turn. Trust your feelings, got to live.
Okay, so today it's time to start doing the electronics now. A little, a little thing going on down here, which leads to Amy, isn't connected to any power, so that's what I'm about to do now. So there's probably going to be another fast forward or even a montage, another montage maybe, but yeah, that's what we're about to do next. Okay, first I'm going to need some steel sheets. How much steel? There's... Past me already thought about that. Okay, yeah, this is going to be the place that has all the power, essentially, I think.
Hunger caution.
Okay, thanks for that. Now, there could be a reason for doing two. I don't think there was. I think that's a complete misnomer. Or mistake, as they say. Power in, power out. Does it really matter? Well... either the power in goes round the outside or the inside. Now, the power out can go up the wall and along. The power in can come down, down. I think I'm going to put the power in on the outside. Now, I think, to start with, I was going to aim for 3 batteries. Station batteries, they're fairly big. No, that's an air conditioner. Did I pick up the... they're fairly big anyway. We don't have that many power-hungry devices right now, and there are... They do use power of their own. It's good to have them, but that's not in dispute. But whether or not we need them at this very minute is another argument. So I think going with less is more at this point is probably a good thing. So I'm gonna hurry on up and finish these now. So that's nice and done. I kind of want this whole inside space inside, if you get what I mean. Right.
Waste tank caution.
That's dead space up there. I can use it for something, or I can block it off. At the moment, it's attached to other places, which could be very useful, actually. So I think I'm going to leave it. Although, this, I don't know. Because we do want access to the deep hole in the ground that I'm not going to talk about until it's time. I want to try and keep it a bit of a secret. Some of you may guess what's going to happen down there. Some of you may not care what's going to happen down there, and you're just here for the watching. Whatever. Yeah, we're definitely missing a few frames. Do we even need these two? We need
Hydration
that
critical.
one. Yeah, everything's giving out to me at the moment. There's problems, so... that one does need filling. Because I can see my batteries from here. I'm gonna go in a minute, just calm down, stop complaining, Suit. You're very big at complaining, this Suit is, I've gotta say. Yeah, I can live with that. As the man said. Okay, made a few mistakes along the way, but we got there. Well, we will get there. Time to screw to weld you. Screw you, that's the printers, you screw the printers. Oh, yeah, you could do with frame as well. Okay, I'm gonna go and shut up that really annoying alarm now, I think. Why am I even going this way? I've got the door that side I can use. Right. Release that.
Oxygen low.
Swap that. Now, that should be everything. I like the challenges of the Stationeers difficulty, but I also find it frustrating at times. How's our battery looking? Can't actually see it from here, that's a shame. Need to get some kind of a automation thing going there, so... And I'm going to keep you in my hand. Now, the reason I want this charged as possible is because that's a window, you numpty. This one is fully depleted. And down here we've got an Amy who could quite happily be working. So, Miss Amy, good morning. How are you? Right, you're gonna go and do some mining, are you? Good robot. Meanwhile, I'm gonna put the battery that came out of you into charge. And then I'm gonna go and check our actual batteries because the sun's coming up, that's a good time to check them. Down to 3, that's not too shabby really, considering the time of the day. Now, I am going to be using this passage, I've decided, so yeah, you can go. I don't know what I was doing there. Getting confused, I think. Power comes down. You're a spare. Right, let's... Well, hold on, if I can do that and that... That's why I probably should have done this as I went, rather than wait until... Rather than try doing it with transparent frames. Yeah, the only problem with giving up the nuclear battery is that now I'm going to have to recharge this one more often, which is a pain in the hole. That one is necessary because it's part of the battery room. Right, I think we're back on track now. This is all going to be sealed and maybe gassed, I don't know. But definitely sealed anyway. So, right, now we're at the point where we can keep adding frames. Now, I don't really want to add frames along here because then we're blocking the view. And as this is a Jeffrey's tube, as they'd say on the Enterprise. Do I really care so much about... I don't know why it's a Jeffrey's tube, but it is. Like, I could drop down one again? Then why would I not just stay at that level? I think I should actually just stay at that level. That would make more sense. Okay, it's going to require a bit of mining, but that's fine. So, make no mistake, part of Stationeers is experimenting, making a mistake, ripping it all down and putting it back up again somewhere else. That is actually part of the workflow. Just ask anyone who's played the game for any length of time. I'm on about 100 hours now. It might sound boring doing that, but it's not, because it's like, do I really want this way? Could I do this another way? Is this the best thing? Yeah, I'm thinking about upgrading all my batteries very soon. Not gonna lie. Thing is, at the moment, power is one thing at a time, one thing at a time. I know it's a lot of swapping of tools and stuff, but just do one thing at a time and get it right, and do two things and get it wrong. Yeah, so... that means we definitely have some surplus to requirement around. You can come off. You can come off. Yeah, that looks about right. So yeah, while the power is, how we say, a little bit lackluster, I'm reluctant to go full bore on the things that I know we can do with the power, like wireless batteries and stuff like that. It's a nice to have, not a need to have, you know. Right now we're looking at need to haves rather than nice to haves. And, well, ores are a big thing, and Amy needs to be doing some work, so she's away doing that. Now, I still like that because that gives us access to that room, so I'm going to leave that in. Perfect. So we get the drill. Get it to work. Must say I love the heavy mining drill. And there we have it. We have access to our pit. That's really all we wanted. At that point, I think I will make an airlock, maybe. Undecided, but as I'm undecided, I won't do any further work on the project until it has been decided, because that makes sense. I think a good idea would be... to fill out the grid part of the frames, just the grid part of the frames, to give us some uniformity of this area. And I'm glad I didn't drop that until I decide what to do. Right, I'm going to do that way around instead. And bing, bang, bosh. Okay, so that means when we run the cables, we got somewhere solid. Excuse the pun. Well, is it a pun? Maybe it's not a pun, but somewhere solid to run it to that's not a rock face. Now, so that cable might connect to... Well, it could go up to there. Well, we're going to move them, and then it could come down along there. Right, that's fine. Right. As we've already got red as trunking, we will keep red as trunking, and we'll use other colours for indoors. So trunking is red. Fair enough. Now, no doubt I need to hydrate. Yes, I do. Well, not particularly, but I'm going to go and have a look at changing some batteries. Maybe time to start upgrading some airlocks 100 days after we started. I appear to be missing a tool. It appears to be a crowbar. That's not good. It'll be on a shelf somewhere, I know it, but it's just annoying when it's not immediately at hand. So I'm going to have to go and do something about that. Yes, I'm going to have to do something about the heat in here too. Just check. Everything there seems fine. Yeah, we need to change the sensor glasses, but that's outside. Right.
Oxygen low.
I just realized we're gonna have to pipe in pipes from around the base, but that's fine. We gotta pipe them around anyway, so I'm just starting to think I should have put my atmospherics on this side of the base, considering my future plans. Okay, look, I'm just gonna square off and tell you. Now, you don't have to do this in by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm going to put a rocket down in the mountain. I just think it's very secret layerish, and I don't think I can put doors across the top, but I still think it's very secret layerish. So very secret layerish. So yeah, we're going to put a rocket down there. Now the only thing about that is that the atmospherics could probably be doing better over this side. I'm not going to lie. I've only just put them in, and the thing is that not moving them means I'm going to have to run the fuel line all across the base. I'm going to have to run all sorts of things all across the base. I don't want to do that. Now, it does mean if I do decide to move it right now, which is going to be another definitely cut out and cut back in, I'm going to lose oxygen, I'm going to lose nitrogen oxide, I'm going to lose nitrogen oxide, but not heaps of it, and I could run them in pipes to the other side of the base. I've already got the equipment printed. But the furnace is over here. Well, it's only an oxygen line only needs to be run to the base. The waste line needs to be run around the base anyway. Nitrogen needs to be run with the oxygen. Fuel needs to be run to the other side of the base. It's a lot of pipes, but we've also got a furnace tank here, which, oh dear, that needs painting. Committing one of the cardinal sins. We haven't got the right colour in our temporary storage area down here. There it is. I'm gonna... Is that, it is a full carbon dioxide filter. Would you look at that? Perfect. Now, I'm gonna probably just put these colours down here because, well, it makes sense to have them somewhere near where they come out of the printer. Yeah, I didn't think it was blue. It's purple, which is... Well, it should probably be pink because it's hot, but it's waste. It's waste gas from the furnace. It is what it is. I don't care anymore. Right, that's the fuel line in. That's the fuel here. No, I've done the right thing now. I am planning on making another room underneath this for various purposes, which I'll get round to. This needs to be expanded out a little bit, actually, thinking about it while we're here. I just want to move that over one so it doesn't keep bumping me on the head every time I move it. Speaking of that, which I need to move, I need to move it. What am I doing? So I reckon it's the drill. Yes. And we have loads of wire. Now the only problem with that is I gotta look over there, back again, over there, back again. I can't be bothered to change it right now. I just know that I can't keep having it whack me on the head every time I look round at something. I could actually move them from here as well. So... it'll be fine. I'm not going to worry anymore about it right this second. Now, we're doing power, that's right. We're going to need some heavy cable. We got some heavy cable here. Is it going to be enough? I do not know. We need a different colour, don't we? Poo. Well, no, red is the main line. So yeah, we need another colour for the actual panels. Isn't it good that I've got yellow? Spray paint right here. That's not a bad colour to make the sunny side up, right? So this is the colour that runs to the batteries from other places. Now, some stationeers might tell you otherwise, but it doesn't really matter what colour's what, as long as you know what the colour is and stick to whatever, what do they call it? When there's a particular... Now, I want to run it in the middle because that's standard. If you, whatever standard you choose, stick to that standard, and then you can't go far wrong. Basically. I don't even think standard's the right word, but it fits, so I'll use it. Well, I might know what them frames are all about. Maybe I was going to put a generator room in, because I'd need a generator room anyway, so... The reason for it being a room is because I want to capture the gases. Okay, we've already got... line in here. A line in here, so does that go into our structure? Something does. I'd like to know what that is. I think it's in there. So what about that one? Oh yes, look at that. It does, right. Right, we'll take that one away.
Power low.
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad. Okay, what we will do then, because it's far cheaper... Oh no, the sun's coming up, the worst time to do this kind of work. Yeah, you're in my way. You're in my way, you're in my way, you're in my way, you're in my way. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. That's win my way, not in my way. Muppet. Right, I'm trying to work fairly quickly here because I don't want to just waste sunlight, like. That would be a waste. Okay. You go here, and that's the one. I'm not going to waste any time manually setting you. You are 4900, so we don't get any burnouts. You turn off. Swap with you. And away we go. So got all them watts of Power coming in. With no place to go. Right, I'm not too fussed about it being in the middle at this point. Now, what that means is we should have... We do. Hey! The new batteries are being made. I really don't know what that was about. I'm gonna use it anyway as a generator room and have the gases be taken out to the waste tank area, but I'm actually maybe gonna have to move all of this at some point as well. I hate having to move things around. Look, this is the first time I've built a base to... Well, I've built big enough bases, but not to end game, let's say. So I'm still learning my ins and outs. So okay, nitrogen tank. How is my nitrogen tank looking? Fine. I've still got another one laying around in there somewhere, I think. Where did I put you? There, I put you as an emergency in that spot. Where did I put my crowbar? I don't care for now. I'm going to use the backup. Yeah, you can swap with that, right? Okay, power. We need to get that power in here. We need to rejig all the power in here as well. This area needs to be on its own transformer. Does it need an APC? Maybe. Most APCs should have a transformer anyway. Well, it depends if you think you're going to max them out or not. I don't think this area is going to max itself out, but we do need an APC, so I'm going to get to making some APCs. That'll make 2. Fine. How's our battery? It's doing grand. Damn it. I was just down there as well. I could have gotten rid of this. Now, I don't have to be doing anything with these. I could just, whoops. I could just yeet them into the distance, but already that's 5, 10, nearly 15, what do you call it? That stuff. Come on, Amy, what are you up to? Let's go and check on the robot. Whoops. Spherics. Oh, look at that. She's turned herself off. Why? So there's actually a number of reasons why Amy might stop working. In this case, I believe it was that she actually ran out of things to mine. Believe it or not. Now, there's also other triggers like running out of battery, storms, can all make her come back and sit there and turn herself off and not tell anyone. Now,
Hydration critical.
I'm assuming that there's probably a way to trigger a light or something when she turns herself off quite easily to just say, look, Amy's not working anymore, or this particular Amy is not working anymore. So, like, that's maybe something I could add to the code myself. That's not too difficult. Maybe something that I could suggest to Cowser Evil and see if he wants to add something to his own code, because it might be interesting. But anyway, that's all I have time for this episode. I'm looking at the clock and we're at the hour mark. I don't really like going over the hour mark because it's about normal for these videos. Half an hour is good,
Oxygen
45
low.
minutes is okay, an hour is average, an hour and 20 minutes you're starting to push it. So I'm going to leave it here. Make sure you click the notification icon to find out what happens with the power in the next episode.
Oxygen low.
And until I speak to you again, bye bye for now. Take it easy.
Oxygen critical.
Good luck.
Low pressure. Pressure critical.
I want to say hydroponics, but it's not. And it's not aquaponics either. What is it? It's the aeroponics? No, that doesn't make any sense. The gas room. It's on the tip of my tongue right then. Aeronautics? No. My mind has gone completely blank.